Hello world guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Python and we will try to learn it in 1 hour. In this hour I'll try to give you some basics of this language and they will help you to write easy programs and understand this language. So we will learn some basic things, variables, types, some commands, and also we will try to write our first app, weather app, and we will put it into Telegram bot. So for started, we need to understand what is Python. As you know, Python is a programming language, but it's also a program which you also need to install to your computer in the same way as you make with another programs. So to make it, you just need to type Python into Google and then go next to python.org. Here you will find downloads. I'm using Mac, so it's asked me to download Mac OS version, but you can also try Windows. So when you will install Python, your computer starts understand this language. And here you can find Python 3.9 and Python 2.7. Python 3.9 is more popular right now, and we are going to write our code, our programs in Python 3. And Python 2 today I think is not so popular, so I recommend you to learn third Python. Okay, so to download it, you just need to click here and install this program into your computer. When we've done this, we need to go to IDE program where we will write our code. So today I'm going to show you programs coding in PyCharm. I think it's the best IDE program for typing code because it's pretty easy, it has a lot of hints, and it helps a lot to create your code and make it fast. So also we need to know that PyCharm is a free app. It has community version which is free and you can download it fast and easy. Here you will find some projects which you already done before, and also you can create a new one. I already create a project for us, so let's go further, and here you will see how PyCharm looks like. Here we have a folder of our project. In this folder we need to create a new Python file for our tests. So let's call it just test. I think it will be okay. So we create it. So here is a field where we will write code. Here we have terminal and Python console. In terminal we can write some commands and install some frameworks. Also we can check our app using terminal and also Python console. So let's start. First of all, we need to understand what is variable. Variable in Python, as in any programming language, is very, very important. Here is a variable. Variable is a left part of this line. So variable is a kind of thing which you can use next to your code, and you can put into variable any information you want. It can be words like string, so it will be test, or you can put here numbers or other stuff. So if to compare, we can say that variable is something like a box, and here is object which you can put into this box. So like box and apples. So you can put apples into box. So it's very important, and when you create variables, you can give this variable any name you want. You can use any symbols. It only needs to start from lower letter and have other just some rules which you can do. So if you will write name something like that. So Python understand you, and it's okay. Nothing changed. This variable is okay, but we have two main rules about variables. You can't start it using some numbers, for example, like this. You see here we have a red dot. It shows us that something wrong. So if we will try to use this code to run it, you just need to click on here or tape right button and put run test. So you see it shows us that it's invalid syntaxes, so you can't write like this. Also very important things to understand. Here you see the code of mistake and how to learn it. The main line which you need to read every time is the last one. Here you will see the kind of mistake, so what's happened, why it's so, and if you will go upper, you will see where it happened. So here is line number 7, invalid syntaxes in variable. So here is, you see, number 7, and this one is invalid variable. Okay, and also if we will put like this, so it won't work. You see PyCharm color our code into different colors, and it's a pretty cool thing. And when you see gray color, it means that this code is it won't used in this program. So you can start variables from numbers, and also you can start variables from special symbols like $, for example. If you will make like this, let's check. It's also give us the same mistake, but line 9, you see. Now let's talk about this symbol. It's used in Python for command something. So you can command your command your code for someone else. So you can explain what you wanna to do in some part of your code using this symbol. So for example, if we have a pretty large code and we need to explain what this line will make, we use commands, and it's a pretty good thing, very useful, and helps a lot. And also when we put it, this code won't seen for Python, so for him it's the same as deleted one. Okay, so I hope this one is understand. Now let's go a little bit next. So let's create some variables. Let's call it, for example, number. Number will be 5. F number, it will be 5.0, and let's name, for example, and put also 5. Let's delete it. So for us, the information in these 3 variables are the same. Here 5, here 5, and here 5. But for Python, they are different. Here is the thing which I told you about types of information for Python. So in first is integer number, right? So in Python it calls like int. Here is float number, so float. And here is string or str. So as you see, it looks the same, but it's different for the program. If to talk about all types, we also have a pretty important type is Boolean or bool. Let's make variable answer, for example. It can be true or false, yes or no. It's pretty popular in programming, also in logic, so you need to remember it. And true or false, you need to write every time from a big letter. So you see also nice thing, even int and float information gives us in blue, string in green, and boolean in orange. So PyCharm helps us to understand what kind of information we have there. So it's pretty important. Please remember it. And now let's go a little bit next. So let's try to run our program again. So it's okay. You see, nothing is happened bad. So process finished with exit code 0. So it's okay, but as you see, program gives us nothing because we didn't ask it to give us something. So for this, we need to use function called print. Using this function, we can ask program to give us something into our window. So as everyone like to do when they write their first program is hello world program. So as you see, this line of code will ask program to write hello world in this field. So let's check hello world, and even if you will delete anything else, so only one line, we run it, hello world. So if you try to make it with me, so congratulations, you write your first program in Python. Okay, so let's go a little bit next. So we have hello world. It's pretty cool, but let's say hello to our user. So we can write it here, for example, hello to me, so hello Nicholas. But we also can use it like a variable. So we can create variable and write it here, the string Nicholas. So how to make it in print? We need to concatenate these lines. Maybe it sounds strange or hard, but in a real life it's pretty easy. Concatenation made by using classes, and here we just put together hello, then plus variable name, and plus this symbol, so hello Nicholas. We have the same, but if we will change variable, for example, hello Jenny, hello Jenny, you see, so no matter what you will write here, it will give us this name. So it's pretty cool and it's nice, but we don't know who will come to the computer, and we need to ask user what's his name. So for this, we have nice command called input, and first part of this command is words, which we will see in this field. So let's ask like, what's your name? Okay, and here we have our first trouble. So let's at the beginning put it into variable, right? Let's make like this, what is your name? So what is your name, right? Now it will work, it's okay. So let's try it. So first it's ask you, right? What is your name? And here you need to type, for example, Nick, right? And hello, Nick. So what just happened? It's ask you your name, yeah? You answered, and this information put here. So name, variable name, equals Nick. So hello name or hello Nick. So I think it's pretty easy and understandable. Now, if you were patient, you saw that here we got trouble, and if we will run this code, it's said that something wrong, so invalid syntaxes. Now let's look where it's happened. It shows you the line and where you can find it. So line 16. So name input. So what's wrong? You see, program see that here is a string, and then it didn't understand what's this. Just so how to change it? We can use another symbol for this. We can put it like that. So nothing happened. So you see these two symbols are the same. You can put like this or you can put like this. It will work okay. And here you can use this symbol and program will understand you. In the same way, you can write like this. What is your name? And program will also understand it. You see, it's nice idea to use it, but sometimes you need to put a big part of code of text in this field. So. And there you will use all symbols. You need to put just backslash here, and it will be done. It will work, and it will be cool. Also, you need to remember. You need to learn some cool thing about this one is new line. How to make it? You just need to put this symbol to make what's your name in two different lines. So let's just try it. So we can put it here, and it will gives us what's your name, right? And we will write here Nick, for example. Hello, Nick. And in the same way, we can write it into two lines. For example, we can write it like print what's and input your name. It will work the same. I forget it. Now it will be like this. So you see the same thing, but I think in this way it looks much better. So please remember this symbol, this command, because it's very useful and sometimes you need it and it will help you. So now our program is working. So Nick, hello Nick, what's your name? Now let's put here, let's make it a little bit more. Let's put here age, for example, 18 years old. I wish I will be 18 all my life. So print. So your age is plus age, so we can concatenate it. And let's look, what's your name, Nick, and here we go. And here we have a problem. So let's again read type error. So can only concatenate string, not int to string. So remember I told you that Python see our variables information in different way than we. So for him it's int because it's number. So it has, let's write it here for your better understanding. So it's integer. And this one is string, and we can't concatenate string with integer. So to make it, we need to write simple command. So we will change age into string, from int to string. In the same way, if you want to change it into int again, you can write int, or you can write float, so it will work. But right now we need str string, and let's check. Now it's okay. Oh, I forget space here. Now it's perfect, I think. So it's work. But let's put input here also. It will be, I think, much better. How old are you? Question. So now it will ask you two questions. So Nick, then as you know, program goes from the top to the end. So if we put command here, so it go first, then second, and third. So it's ask you first name, first question, then second question, and then it gives you the answers. But one thing is pretty interesting, that when you put input here, you don't need to change age into string. It will work. Look. Well, it's okay. Why it's so? The answer is pretty easy. When we talk about input, any information you will write here, Python will see it like a string, like str. So no matter what it will be string. So is okay for him, and you won't need to change it. But for example, if you will use it as a number for math, for example, for some math operations, you need first to change it into int. So if you will have, for example, here 18, so you will need to change it into int age, and then you can multiply it or add it or use minus, so no matter. But first you need to change it. So I think this one is the main things you need to learn, and you need to know for writing a first program. So let's start it. Let's create a new Python file, and call it weather app here. So what we will write right now? First we need to understand how it will work and what it will be. So I'm going to show you the program which will gives you the weather information about some city which you want. And now, when we know what we want to do, we need to understand how to make it. So first of all, we need to take our information from some website. So we need to find it. I already have it, so it's Open Weather Map. You can find it in internet. It's nice website. It has its own API, so we can use it in our program. And here, and here you can see the weather about different cities, different countries. So you need to sign up there. So I already made it. And also we will need a framework for Python which calls PyOVM. So first, what is frameworks? Frameworks, it's a pretty nice thing. As you know, Python have very big community, and it helps a lot in programming, because sometimes you don't need to write big parts of code. You just need to find some nice framework and use it like a Lego block to create your program. It's made programming in Python much faster and sometimes even better, because you don't need to create your own bicycle. You just use already some bicycle which already done. So now we need PyOVM to find some frameworks for Python. It's better to write pip at the beginning and then name of the framework, so you will find it much faster. So let's go further. Okay, so here in this website we see the page of this framework, this name, and its command to install this framework. Here mostly all frameworks have information and some documentation about this framework, but if it doesn't, we need to go to home page, and here we will find some information. But first let's install it. So we need to copy this one. Now we need to go to the terminal and put this command pip install PyOVM, and let's see what we have. So install collected packages, successfully installed. So okay, now we have it. So the package of this framework installed in our project, in our lesson weather app. Now let's import it into our program. To make it, we need just to write import, yeah, and PyOVM. Okay, so now this program can use this framework. Now let's look into documentation. Here, no such information, but in home page, in GitHub, yeah, I remember correct, it has. So you see here is all basics about these frameworks, how to work with it. Somewhere here, yeah, also some more documentation about PyOVM. So it gives us information how to install it and even gives us some examples. So we just need examples. And here we have an example which search for current weather in London and get some details. So let's just copy this part of code. So like this. This one we can delete. And as you see, we didn't write any code, and we have program this program is running okay, it's correct. Let's try it. But if we will run it, it won't give us nothing. We need to ask something. So we need to use our print function. So let's try to get weather detailed status, for example. How it works? You see here, this part of code import us all needable tools, all parts of code which we will use next, which we will use in our program. So here is some kind of I don't know, just like a box where you can find all tools you will need in program. And then next we have API key. Here we need to put our key which will helps our program to involve with and work with the website. So to make it, we need just to go further, sign up there, and here if it has my API keys, I have already, you can create it, it's absolutely free. So we put it, and now when we will run this program will work with this website. Now here you see it gives us information about London, and this one is main thing which gives us the main information. To understand this framework IOWM, you can just read some documentation. I won't talk about these frameworks so much because we have not so much time. So let's try it. You see, if we will run it, we will run our first code is test. To change it, you can just put right button and make run weather. So yeah, broken clouds is okay, it's working. So it gives us that in London right now is broken clouds. Now it's pretty good. Let's delete this. But London is cool, but we want to choose our own city, right? So how we can make it? We need to create variable, right? And put this variable here. So variable will be city, and here we can put any city or any country we want, but we can also ask our user to check it and to write. So choose the city. Yeah, let's make like this. Now let's try it. So now we can choose, we can write London and broken clouds, or we can try I don't know, New York, let's try for example, and clear sky. You see, so it gives us different information. But let's make it a little bit more interesting, because it's not so understandable, just clear sky. Let's make concatenation here. So let's put some text here. Maybe let's make like this: in concatenate city. Now in London it's okay, like this. For example, um, London. In London is broken clouds. So it's okay, but you see I forget cloud spaces, so let's put it and let's try again. Paris, for example. So in Paris, let's try. It's in Paris now is. I think it will be. Oh no. I will explain you later what's this. So Paris. In Paris now is broken clouds. So now is okay, and we also can put here not only detailed status but anything you want here. I copy this just for you to see what you can take from this app and what information you can see. So detailed status, wind, so its speed, its degree, humidity, temperature, rain, no matter. You can choose anything and we can print it here. Let's talk about temperature, for example, because it's pretty interesting. I didn't give you this kind of information, this type of information. This is just dictionary, and to use it, I will show you how to take some variables from this dictionary. So first, let's create variable temp. It will be just temperature. Oh, okay, let's. It will be more understandable. So here we put this, and now we have here maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and just average temperature. So we need to put here just temp. So what will happen here? Here will be like this. When we will ask print temperature, it will take the information only from this part, which calls temp. We also can write here temp max or temp min, and it will give us this number. So let's check it. Is it okay? I might not forget something. London. Yeah, it's okay. In London now is broken clouds 9.8. So here let's make it also more interesting. The temperature is and let's see. Uh-oh, something wrong. Look, line 27, and you see type error, can only concatenate string, not float. Yeah, because here degrees are all in float. So you remember how to solve this problem. It's pretty easy. Let's check it. Now is okay. Now it's good. So our program is working and we can print here anything we want. But let's try to put some algorithm here to gives us much more fun and make this program more interesting. Let's use the simplest is if. So we can write like this: if temperature is less, oh my god, what's wrong? Is less than 10, the program needs to give us it's pretty cold. Yeah, again you see, so yeah, it's pretty cold. Wear a hat. elif, oh no, elif temperature is less than 20, print nice weather for walk. I don't know how about you, but I like this temperature from 10 to 20. It's pretty cool for me to take a walk there. And also else. So if temperature, what happened? Else, yeah, now it's okay. Else print print it's hot. It's extremely hot. Let's make like this. So how it works? When we ask program to give us some information about city, it gives us result about detailed status and about temperature, and then program looks just if the number of temperature is less than 10, so it also will print us it's pretty cold. Wear a hat. If temperature is less than 20, nice weather for walk. And if the weather will be no less than 10, no less than 20, so it will be higher than 20, print it's extremely hot, or it's very hot. So let's try. So London. So in London now is overcast clouds. The temperature is 9.97. It's pretty cold. Wear a hat. So congratulations, we have our program and it's working good. We can delete some lines. You see if they are gray, so they don't need it here. We can check it works okay. York. You see? So our program is ready. So we've done it. Now let's put this program into Telegram bot. And let's create our first real app, our first bot. So let's call it bot, for example. So if you want to work with Telegram in the same way as we work here, we need to install some framework. So for this, let's close this IOWN. For this, you need to use PyTelegramBot API. So we need to find it. Here it is. In the same way, you see here, as I told before, information. Mostly all frameworks have this information. So we need to copy it and put it into terminal. Let's see. So successfully installed. So it's okay. Now let's import it here. And also, we won't write our bot, all our bot. We will copy some examples from this documentation. It's also have, you see how to install it and some examples and also a lot of information. So let's find our Echo bot. EchoBot, it's nice thing. It will help us to understand how it works. So let's copy it and let's look how it works. So here is we importing the framework. Here we need token or also API key. So we will take it right now, and then here is welcome message, and here is echo message. So first, let's take token. To make it, you need to go to BotFather. It's a bot in Telegram which helps you to create bot. So here, when you start this bot, it will show you what it can be, what it can do. So new bot, we need a new bot. So it's ask us first how to call it. Let's call it like weather app. Now let's create, okay, let's call it weather app bot. Let's make it like this. Sorry, the username is already taken, so let's try like this maybe. Oh, now it's okay. So here we have our bot, and here we have the API key which we needed. So right now our program will work with our bot. So to run it, you just need to run this program and it will be okay. So let's just try. So, oh no. First we need to change it. So run bot. Yeah. So now it's running, it's okay. We can put start. So hello, howdy, how are you? You see? And if we write it, it will just give us same code. So how it works? You see, here we have token, here we have API key, and then when we type start or help using backslash, it gives us welcome message, and this welcome message is howdy, how are you doing? We can change it. We can say welcome to weather app. Please choose the city or like this, city, country. So right now it will give us not howdy, how are you doing, but this text. Let's try it. Start, and here, welcome to weather app. You see, it's working, but if we go next, it works in the same way. Why it's so? You see, here, if the user will write something, bot will reply to it. Message text. Message text is the text from your message, so it will reply your message. So this part we need to change. First, let's create a new name. It will be weather app. And now, if we want to work with weather app, so we need again import all things we need. We need key, right? Now this part of code is okay. We need to make something with that one. Okay, let's first this part, and after explanation another part. So let's put it. You see, here city is input, but I will put it here for your better understanding. But we don't need input right now because we won't write something here. Our information which we will took will be from messages which user will write. So we don't need input. So, and if we don't need it, you see, PyCharm shows us that it don't understand what city mean, because this variable is not used before, because we just delete input. So here we need to write this one, message text, and after this it will be okay. Also we need to change this one into content types, text. Also, if you wanna learn a little bit more about this framework, you just need to read some documentation in this website about this framework. So now temperature is like this. So here is mostly okay, but we need to write part about information which program will gives us. So here is not city but message text, and also we can't use print here because print won't work in Telegram. We need to create a variable. Let's call it something like, let's make it answer. Answer will be fine. And yeah, we need to change it and concatenate it because of we don't use print and we use variables, so we need to make new line by our own. So we use this command which I already showed you to make new line. So here will be in London now is cloudy, for example, and then new line and answer. Oh no, like this. Answer plus equal. Plus equal is a pretty nice thing in Python which you can use. It means the same if you will write something like answer, write equal answer plus this text. But we can use it like this. It's faster, easier, and better, I think. And also we need to make a new line. So concatenate with new line. Let's even put 2 new lines. And now we also need to put answer here, right? Because we don't need print here and here and here. Make spaces, more beautiful. Now bot reply message. Now it needs just send message. You see, it's also can show you. Now you see message chat ID. If we will left it like this, bot will send us just our message, our text message, which user will write in Telegram bot. To give answer, we need to put here variable answer, and after this I think it will work. Let's check it. I might forget something or not. No, it's okay. So it's working, it's running. Let's check. Okay, welcome to weather app. Please choose the city, country. So let's check London. In London now is overcast clouds. The temperature is it's pretty cold. Wear a hat. Cool. If we'll write New York City, it will in New York now is clear sky. The temperature cool. Dublin. Okay, so you see our Bot is running, it's working, is good. So congratulations. We just wrote our first Telegram bot, our first weather app, our first program. So thanks for attention. Put likes into my videos, write comments, subscribe, and learn Python. Thanks for attention.